Hello again, welcome to Kimmel Bay Church's vlog. We're still in the Old Testament. We're in the book of Numbers in chapter 13, and our study by Glenn Scrivener is headed Spy Out the Land. Chapter 13. We start where God tells Moses to send men to explore the land of Canaan, the land that he's promised to them. He said, take one leader from each of the 12 tribes. Two names will stand out to you later. One is Caleb from the tribe of Judah, and the other is a man named, to begin with, Hoshea, but Moses changes that name to Joshua, or Jesus, from the land of Ephraim. The instructions: go north through the Negev into the hill country. See what the land is like, find out whether what the people living there are strong or whether they're weak, whether they're few or many. See what kind of land they live in. Is it good? Is it bad? Do the towns have walls? Are they fortified or are they unprotected like open camps? Is the soil fertile or poor? Are there many trees? Do your best to bring back samples of the crops that you see. It happened to be the season for harvest of the first grapes. So they went up and explored the land from the wilderness of Zin as far as Rehob. Going north, they passed through the Negev and arrived in Hebron, where all the descendants of Anak lived. When they came to the valley of Eshcol, they cut down a branch with a single cluster of grapes that was so large that it took two of them to carry it on a pole between them. They also brought pomegranates and figs. That place called Eshcol, which means cluster, because of the cluster of grapes that the Israelite men cut there. After exploring the land for 40 days, the men returned to Moses and Aaron and the whole community of Israel at Kadesh in the wilderness of Paran. They reported to the whole community what they had seen and showed them the fruit. This was their report to Moses. We entered the land you sent us to explore, and it's a bountiful country, a land flowing with milk and honey. This is the kind of fruit that it produces. But the people living there are powerful, and their towns are large and fortified. We even saw giants there, the descendants of Anak. We go down to verse 30. But Caleb tried to quiet the people as they stood before Moses. Let's go at once and take the land, he said. We can certainly conquer it. But the other men who had explored with him disagreed. We can't go up against them. They're stronger than us. They didn't think they could win. So they spread a bad report about the land amongst all the Israelites. The land we traveled through and explored will devour anyone who goes to live there, they said. All the people we saw were huge. We even saw giants there, the descendants of Anak. Next to them, we felt like grasshoppers. And that's what they thought, too. Should they enter or should they stay back? The next vlog after this one will tell you what they decided and what happened because of their unbelief. 12 men went out to spy out the land. 10 men's faith was in the giants. They thought the giants would surely win. 2 men's faith, Caleb and Joshua, they saw big people, but they believed in a bigger God. A bad situation. And the study is telling us, do we consider our God is bigger than our problems? There's a saying, isn't there, that you sometimes hear, don't tell God how big your problems are. Tell your problems how big your God is. God had led them through and promised them that if they were willing to work hard, they could take the land. But at all the land that God promised the Israelites, in the end, even under the reign of King David and King Solomon, they only actually occupied a tenth of the land that was promised to them. How much, it makes us think, are we enjoying of what God promises us because we're afraid to take a step forward in faith? And the study asks the question, how about us? Are we facing scary prospects? Shall I? Shan't I? A big decision maybe to be made. Maybe a decision as to whether you become a Christian or not. Shall I? Shan't I? Shall I have to give things up? We're told to look back. Compare what you have now, what you used to have, and what you could look forward to. Looking back, maybe there's stuff in your past that you really don't want to remember. Maybe stuff that you regret, and you've passed through that now. Look around, we're told. Maybe you say, well, life's good to me. But can you say, God's good to me through Jesus, what I've found since I became a Christian? Look ahead. Read in the Bible of the promises that God makes to us. In John chapter 14, Jesus says, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go to prepare a place for you, I will take you where I am, to where I am. And these are the promises that one day we will be with him, if only we accept him. Look up, we're told, where our Heavenly Father has promised to see us home. There is a better life for us to look forward to when this life finishes. Most of all, look back to Jesus. Look to Jesus. He went through death so that he could show us the first fruits of our new creation life. Trusting that with him, there really is the best yet to come. Decisions are part of life, aren't they? I pray that today your decision will be that you will believe that Jesus Christ is the one who will take us home. God bless you. Thank you for listening to us.